everyone, and welcome to Slightly Listing, a show where three childhood friends get together and discuss different top 3 lists and scenarios. Every week a new episode, and every week a new topic. The conversations have a habit of veering off course, but that just means you'll get a glimpse into what over 20 years of friendship sounds like. Now, on to the show. Hello, my name's Tyler. I'm one of your hosts.
I'm Talman. I'm one of your hosts.
I'm Taylor. I'm one of your hosts.
Yay! I'm finally waiting. It's what?
It took 45
40 some odd episodes to get this shit right? God damn it, guys. So this week's episode, we are doing our most favorite villains. And not specifically in film, but these are villains in any medium we so choose. Although all of mine are from movies.
Mine aren't.
Yours aren't?
They are not.
Okay.
No.
Mine are all real people in real life.
I like that.
I didn't do this right, did
No,
I?
you did.
No.
That's fine.
I did it right? Okay.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Any kind of villain.
Your mother-in-law
Heel.
doesn't listen to this, right?
I sure hope not. She's scary.
No, yeah, I didn't want to be weird book guy or something and fucking pick somebody or like weird comic guy.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
get it. You
Spare
know how to
us.
read. All right.
Spare us from
fucking
your
rub it
big
in.
brain, your big stupid
didn't you guys do
brain.
Muzzy? This week last UV?
Muffy?
It's
it's Muffy.
You can tell. Muffy.
Muffy?
That was different.
Muffy.
That was the porn. That was
well,
the
no,
porn parody.
in France it's pronounced Muffy.
Yes.
Yeah. It was,
If you took the course, you would know that.
it's Harry.
Harry, what?
Villains.
So villains.
It's French.
Back again.
So I always go first. Does anybody else want to go first and switch it up, or is that will probably confuse us because we're
I
not
think the
book smart?
computer
I'll
will
go first.
explode.
We can go reverse if you want.
Sure, let's do it. Let's switch it up. Let's
Oh
get
shit.
it going.
Okay. Number one.
Bring the heat, Tyler. It's on
Bring
you.
the heat. Okay. Number one. Favorites or like maybe like the worst for me is probably It. Steve Curry. Not Steve Curry. I'm thinking of Steph Curry.
Steve Kerr.
Oh my fucking god.
Steve Kerr.
What's his name? Curry. The guy. The actor.
Tim.
Tim Curry. Fuck
Curry.
me.
Is that
Tim
him?
Curry. Yes. Tim Curry's his It. I've never watched the Skarsgård It yet. I haven't watched that one, the newest one yet.
I haven't either.
But
Don't do that.
worked.
I didn't know if I knew
Why
how to
would
do
you
that.
ever
still.
do that?
I'm sorry.
no,
keep
do
going.
that along around the equipment.
Yeah, I know.
It's It, and it's because I watched it when I was a young child. It scared the shit
Yeah.
out of me.
I haven't seen it since then.
To this day, I still don't really like it. It's like doesn't scare me. It's very unnerving, and maybe it's because I have like a lot of repressed memories of that time. But that movie made me afraid to bathe for 2 weeks, and my mother's like, "Why did your aunt let you watch this?" And I was like, "Because I picked it off the movie thing because I liked the clown looked kind of scary."
But it was so long. It came in those Blockbuster things that were taped together. Right?
Yeah, and you
It
had
was
to
the
get two fucking things. I don't think I
Uh-huh.
made it to the second one.
flat.
I don't think I watched the second half of that movie or second half of that series until much later in my life.
I don't think I ever have, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
I've
remember.
just seen parts.
my
of it.
brother
It's unnerving.
rented
Like-
it, and I watched the first tape, and I was like,
Nope.
"Nah," and it was super long too, and I was just like, "No."
So how old are you when you saw it?
young, like second grade, maybe
Wow.
first grade. I was too young to have watched that. I remember I know it was like single digit age, so I was way too young to have
Oh,
watched
wow,
that
yeah.
movie.
I didn't really start watching like crazy scary movies until I was like maybe 4th or 5th grade.
I
I
was say
remember
40.
I remember seeing The Exorcist when I was in 5th grade, and holy shit.
There's still a part in that movie where it flashes to that face in the darkness that gives me the creeps, and when I think about it, it's fucking scary.
In It or in
No, in Exorcist.
Exorcist.
But
can't
it's
remember.
terrifying. The kid's in the shower, and then like he comes out of it. It's like claymation. Even now, if you look at it now, it's fucking
like
kind of
corny.
comical. It's corny as hell. It's like
Campy.
and he like pops out of it. But I was so afraid to like get into a shower or bath because I was afraid he was gonna pop out of the sink or like the drain. So my mom was like furious. She had to like force me.
She just hose you down.
Yeah, she had to like be there the whole time, and like I like got so far away from like the drain, just like, oh god, just hurry, just fucking get
splashing on
clean me, please, quickly, quickly, mother, help!
Can't you just use wet wipes?
But Tim Curry, he was fucking great in that.
Yeah,
he was
Tim
fucking,
Curry is
and
just-
that's why I'm kind of reticent on watching the newest one because I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Did he die?
he had a couple of strokes, I believe. I think he did die. I'm not sure.
He was
Mandela
a-
effect.
He was a great actor, yeah.
But
No, he's just been in jail.
yeah.
He has that creepy smile though, and then you put paint on him, and you're like, nope.
And I mean,
Yeah.
also like he's a villain in an early Tom Cruise movie, Legend.
Oh.
He's also a villain in Home Alone 2, Lost in
He
New
is a
York.
man trying to do a job, and he knows the insurance can only cover so much. If he lets a kid run around his hotel unaccompanied by an adult,
Motherfucker was just trying to have fun.
and this sociopath little kid is running around fucking hurting people,
Fucking murderer.
that's not the point. I'm a fan of Steve Curry. God damn it.
Kerr?
God damn it. I'm saying Steve
Steph
Kerr
Curry.
and Steph Curry.
It's not him, Tyler. It's not that.
Timothy.
Timothy Curry.
Frankfurter.
Frankfurter.
But he had the
Frankenfurter.
Grinch smile in Home Alone.
It
and
curls.
stuff.
His
Yeah.
smile curls, and he does that in it too, and it's fucking.
Yeah.
I'm picturing it now, and it's just It's just creepy now. I don't like it.
I honestly haven't watched it since Blockbuster.
You don't like scary movies.
I'm
though.
not into them, but I want to watch the whole miniseries. I
good.
want to watch it again. But yeah, I've never been into horror movies because they scare me.
because you're weak heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know you're a 50-year-old man because you're weak heart. I can't take it. Oh my god.
My blood thinners.
Oh my god, my palpitations.
Oh God.
It's palpitating.
I don't like it when things hop out at me.
Taylor, number one.
Am I still in the middle? Thomas not number 2 now, or
No, we're going reverse order. Talman thinks he's got some
I
closers.
switch it up.
I'm always in the
Talman's-
middle.
Talman's got curtains
Taylor in the middle.
because we love your meat
What?
in our sandwich.
All right.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
God damn
Thank
it.
you.
White bread.
Like a white bread sandwich.
Dry ass white bread sandwich.
Yeah, right. Taylor's balls are so wet.
Oh my God! Stop it! Freaking eagle-eyed cherry over here.
I'm eagle-eyeing your cherry right now.
Marcy's playground in my pants.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nobody's gonna
play
know.
on the jungle gym. We're gonna Let's air this one first. People have no fucking
Yeah.
clue what's going on.
What?
Just tune in next week, everybody.
To make sense of this nonsense.
They've already stopped listening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Todd from Beavis and Butthead.
Yes.
He's kind of like, it's funny because like he's the guy who just like tortures Beavis and Butthead, but they like love Todd. They're like,
Love
God,
him.
fucking Todd's a badass, you know. But then it's like,
He like literally like steps on them and
yeah,
like
it's like throws them
punches
in
them
the.
out and like fucking.
It's like, hey, we're trying to
their money.
make this soda can explode. He's like, okay, cool. I'll throw you in my trunk. Remember? And then they go in the
Yeah.
trunk, and then they leave him deserted out in the woods. I don't know. It's just
Like a sociopath, this Todd.
yeah. And
But he was like, kind of like I mean, Beavis and Butthead were the anti-heroes of that because
Right.
of, so that would almost make Todd the hero in this, right?
Sorta, yeah. Because
Because if they're the kind
they
of
were
the anti-hero
such
bad
turds.
guys, then Todd is the bad guy. Would
I'd
that
say he was
cancel
the
cancel it out or double negative?
super anti-hero.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, as bad as they are, he's worse in a way. But because he's like like he understands that he's a piece of shit, kind of.
Well, he just used him
Yeah,
and had like a party at their house.
he's like
and
a Fonz character, like he's a kind
Fonz
of
was a dick.
yeah, but he's like a badass, and
He's
they're, like, really want to
who
be
they
like
look up
him.
to.
Yeah,
Guar.
Yeah.
Guar,
It's Guar and
Guar
Todd.
and Todd.
Guar and Todd.
That the formula to that show is so simple and it's so good. It's like when you do it right, like it doesn't need to be. There doesn't need to be much thought.
I guess
going
he
into it.
would be. No, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I guess he would be a hero. He would be a hero, huh?
Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes them. I mean,
But
if you look
he's-
back on the show, like everybody
But
fucking
there-
hates
Yeah,
them.
but
Yeah.
there's episodes where they're like, we like Todd, but he can be, you know, like at the same time they're like, fuck, Todd's
He's
a
a jerk.
dick. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who's the
Maybe
character?
I'm thinking about in like because you're trying to defeat him in the Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's definitely.
And in the
He's-
point and click adventure game on the computer, you're trying to befriend him, and then get tickets to Guar.
I never played the PC version.
Oh, yeah.
because the
It's a
SNES,
completely different game, but it's cool.
You're getting Guar, and then the Sega game's different too.
I
What are we talking about?
yeah,
What happened?
we're talking about villains, but yeah, I mean Todd, he's a good villain. But like Tyler said, that Beavis and Butthead are kind of the villains too.
Yeah, no,
Kind of
yeah,
anti-hero,
no.
so I don't know.
Yeah, he's totally falls in line.
But yeah,
Who would be the hero in Beavis and Butthead then? Beavis and Butthead?
the
If that's the baseline for
principal.
what, or if that's what the standards for what a hero is in that show, in that specific instance,
they're the
it's-
protagonists,
yeah,
and Todd is typically an antagonist because he'll leave them deserted in the fucking woods, or he'll steal his money, or they'll have a party at his
Yeah,
house
they, like-
and ruin his
they like
fun.
crashed.
They
in
get
their
in
house.
the way of what they want to do. He shits all over them, and the joke is that they still think he's a badass.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Yeah, Todd's a badass. Like, that's like...
Always
exactly-
gets
Yes,
the
he beat
shit.
the shit out of us and took
Yeah.
our money. He's
Yeah.
so badass.
Fuck.
So the hero in that story is like the teacher that like tries to diffuse everything.
No, that'd be the bad guy. Well, no, yeah,
because
I
he's
guess he'd
like
be
the
hero,
hippie,
yeah.
and like he desperately tries to like make them normal.
Okay, guys.
I would say he is the villain in that
Yeah,
show.
I guess
completely.
he would be. He would be the
in-
villain
in the
that
backwards
world.
ass
Yeah.
world. Yeah,
Well, Mike Judge.
and the
Really-
principal
really
is a villain
heavy-
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
The principal is like straight up neurotic.
What the fuck was the teacher's name? That's killing me.
The hippie teacher.
Yeah.
Shit.
I can't remember.
Me neither.
Fly high with me,
Yeah.
lesbian,
Lesbian
seagull.
But I just thought that, I don't know. You could argue that he's not a villain, but I thought what made him such a great villain was that
The love
they loved
yeah.
the villain.
He's kind of like, well, my wife brought up like
they root for the bad guy. Like they
Yeah.
watch a normal film and they root for the bad guy. You know,
Yeah.
like it was a fun movie for them.
it.
Yeah, like they were rooting for Tim, and then he loses. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't remember the end.
No.
I don't think I ever watched it.
No.
Oh no, he doesn't die, right? Because then they made the sequel, and he's supposed to come back 20 years later or some shit.
For it?
Yeah.
I checked out. I was
Yeah,
looking
I
at
know.
Beavis and Butthead
Everybody
characters.
has. Nobody's. This is the Taylor Show, where I mumble about Beavis and Butthead and Tim Curry. Welcome. Hi.
I was just trying to see where you're going.
Let's
with
see how
that.
long it takes for me to be dyslexic.
Well, I'm gonna go with
Kim
mine,
Turry.
then. Kim Turry.
Talman number 1.
Shit. Number 1. I'm just going order. See it. Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore.
I had that one written down.
I
That was a good one.
I didn't think you were
I mean,
going to do that.
you just love to hate that fucking dude.
He's great.
He's a good piece of shit.
Yeah.
A great piece of shit. And he eats pieces of shit
Yeah.
like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
I
No,
remember.
he just goes out of his way to be mean.
Yeah,
Yep.
and he's just like that douche, like the quintessential douchebag.
It's like, well, for anyone who hasn't seen the movie, Shooter McGavin is the bad guy in the movie Happy Gilmore. Wait, Happy Gilmore,
Yeah.
not Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore, and it's a movie that centers around golf. Happy Gilmore joins the
If you don't know what
Major
Happy
League Golf.
Gilmore is,
I know. Go freaking go look on TBS one day.
go climb a tree.
I've-
climb a freaking
I've looked at our statistics, and we don't have many young people listening to our show. I'm
No, we don't.
assuming that
It's like 60.
we got to do something
60
about that.
plus.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
Baby boomers?
septuagenarians,
Sepsis.
60-year-olds and up.
Oh.
A lot of old people.
I know
Doesn't
that,
matter.
I know that they play this down at the bingo hall. every
Oldies but
Wednesday.
goodies.
Oh yeah.
We're really big at the Elks Lodge.
But
Mm-hmm.
but Shooter McGavin doesn't like Happy Gilmore because he comes from hockey. He's joining golf, and
Yeah.
golf's kind of a more reputable,
The underdog.
Right,
rich white
Happy
person
Gilmore's
thing.
super punk rock, basically.
And he's punk rock and roll kind of. And Shooter McGavin just doesn't like him, so he goes out of his way to. He's the bad guy in that movie.
Shaking it up. He was shaking up the golf world.
Yeah, what it means to play golf. Is it more about the game, or is it more about the history and the kind of the shit that goes along with
The
it?
douchebaggery.
I just loved how it like trickled down to real golf. And anytime I go to a driving range, which has been a very long time, you always try and hit the ball like Happy.
You got to do
once.
a run up, Happy
At
Gilmore.
least once.
And then you fail.
At least once. You're like, how did he do this? This is movie magic. This is not real.
And
It
the
feels
sound-
good when you connect with the run
The
up.
sound in the
fucking Happy
movie
Gilmore.
is so good. And it never sounds like that in real life.
No.
It's like a jet taking off.
You're like, how do they get this sound? It's
It had like the camera that followed the ball
Yeah,
too, just
yeah.
like the just like
They bought a helicopter to do that, apparently. They weren't using drones then.
no.
oh, of course.
Not a helicopter, but I don't know. They had like.
And I'm sure they rented it, not
trick
bought it. But
lines.
still.
Yeah, I know.
They bought a
was
the movie
before
budget
Adam
was very
Sandler-
Put Adam
expensive.
before Adam
Sandler's
Sandler was-
face on the side of the
Yeah.
helicopter.
No, he's a piece of shit. I don't. Yeah, it was a good one. And then he gets his comeuppance, but he's just
does.
constantly terrible. And then he has a like
He
from
buy-
time to time he embarrasses himself, especially with like what he's saying.
But then his like Happy. So he's Happy's trying to make money to save his grandma's house, right? And then he can't get enough money, and then the dude buys his grandma's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on, shooter.
And that's like that's like
And then he has the dream where he's like making out with his grandma too.
And
you're
that
like-
actor had to make out with that grandma.
yeah.
and you
He
know,
went for it, man. Hey, good for him.
good on him.
Not before sucking on that kiss mask tongue.
Yeah, I don't know. That just popped into my head
Me too.
immediately, and I was like, yeah, it's just the guy you love to hate. He did a great job. I don't know that actor's name, but he's like a great douchebag in a few.
He plays a
movies.
lot of bad
His
guys.
name is Shooter McGavin.
yeah.
His name is Shooter McGavin.
Nobody says, "Hey," his real name. They go, "Hey, Shooter McGavin."
You see that dude on the street and you do not yell, "Hey, Shooter McGavin, fuck you."
Yeah. If you know his name,
I'll be waiting for you in the parking lot.
and I'll be fucking Jaws.
That guy died.
Oh,
He dead.
R.I.P.
He go night night forever.
That's not a good
After
way
he
to end
ate
it.
like a
Oh shit,
pan.
I'm fucking confused. I was waiting for Taylor to go.
Yeah,
next
this is
in
you,
mine.
man.
God
It's,
damn it. Okay.
Tyler, number 2.
My number 2.
That's why I shake it up a little bit, make it crazy up in here.
My number 2.
Tom was shaking his tits while he was doing that.
He was.
Shaking my tits around.
He's got titty tassels.
Get
What are
all
they
my
called?
tits out.
All my tits out.
Yeah,
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4.
Got a couple of tits.
My number 2 is Nurse Ratchet from
Oh, yeah.
the film adaptation
Nice.
of Ken Kesey's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo.
That is
That's a ratchet.
that
ass
one
bitch.
it's disturbing, and not because she's overly like violent or like aggressive. It's because of her calm demeanor and just the way that she like just pretty much like neuters all the men in the movie. And this is gonna sound very woman hatey, but it's like the way she like knows all their secrets because of the. For people who don't know the movie or the book, but she's like the head nurse and she's like in charge of running this department of all these crazy people. And they're kind of like confiding in her their problems and stuff. And she uses those problems against them in order to like keep them scared, to keep them like not growing and healing as people. And that's fucking terrible. And it all culminates with, this is going to be spoilers, but
The movie
It's
is
a pretty
40
old
years
movie,
old.
Tyler. It's
Yeah.
pretty old.
It's okay.
it culminates with her like knowing a very specific thing about one of the people in the thing and the people in the insane asylum, and she like keeps pressing this button, and he gets so scared and so afraid of like what's going to happen that he kills himself.
Yeah.
And she's doing it not through like intimidation, but she's in a calm voice, like, "Oh, what would your mother say? What would your mother say?" And she knows that that's like a huge like sticking point with this character's like fucking development or whatever.
She's just evil.
And she's just mean and evil, and she gets choked out a little bit by Jack Nicholson's character a lot, and her eyes kind of fucking
gonna
bug out.
say,
I'm like worried. I was like
A
legit
little
worried
bit. Yeah.
for the actress or the actor like during that filming, but she's just like mean and scary, and it's like her eyes, the actress's eyes are like fucking that kind of blue that's like not human, like dog eyes,
Goat
blue,
eyes.
Yeah.
and it's scary.
Quit looking at me, goat.
Yeah, it looks mild goat. It has a hints of goat.
You got a big dog.
I'm Brian
And Tracy
Bellow.
Morgan comes in there.
yeah.
But it's just she's scary. Like that whole thing is just scary because of she's never really, a few times she raises her voice, but she's so just like baseline calm for the most part and just like intimidating.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just she makes the whole experience that much more frightening. It's like, what if you ended up in this situation?
Well, yeah, and it's like
just like this passive aggressive
she's like
terror.
she's a gatekeeper for these people to get at. Well, actually, no, because most of them are there on their own.
But she has all this power
Right,
too.
yeah.
Like, isn't there like she's in charge of all their medication and
She's in
stuff?
charge of medication,
and,
in
like,
charge
Yeah.
of like their cigarette
she's like
allotments,
the
in charge of their like
overlord of
everything.
everything, and she's like a dictator, like crazy, scary.
But like that, the idea of like someone in charge of your mental health and your mental wellness, and she's like using these things that you're telling, like
Exploiting
these dark,
your fears.
exploiting your fears and like keeping you more afraid and not allowing you to heal and grow as a person, especially since all of those characters are there on their own volition. It's like it's
Not to
fucking
mention
terrifying.
the lobotomies.
Not to mention the lobotomies.
no thanks.
Yeah.
There's that.
I would not like one of those.
no, that you weren't. I thought you were googling that. I thought you were kind of looking.
Lobotomy.
Yeah, you're like, can I get one of those for my birthday or Christmas?
How
Those
does
sound
one
sexy.
get a lobotomy in this day and
In what
age?
states allow lobotomies? But she's like the really good bad guy, bad person, I should say.
Yeah, she's scary. I remember seeing that movie a long time ago. Maybe with my dad, and I like didn't understand it, but I knew that she was like an evil bitch.
Yeah.
And she was creepy. Like, I don't know, something about her teeth or something being kind of crooked.
It's
and
the
stuff.
eyes.
It's the eyes.
It's the eyes. It's like the ice-colored eyes, where it's just like that's not a color
Yeah.
or a shade of eyes that should be, and
Got
it just
dead
they
eyes.
just stare at you. They
And
just
I
look
don't know,
right
and
into your
then-
soul.
She's wearing, she has her uniform, too. It's almost like,
Symbol of power.
yeah, it's almost like they're like POWs in a way, similar to that. And she's pretty, I mean, it's just a great performance.
Oh no, yeah, she's amazing, and I think she
All in
won.
all.
She might have won an Academy Award for that performance. I would not doubt that.
I'd hope she was at least.
Nominated?
Yeah.
I'm sure she was. Actually, I'm like 90% sure she was. She won that award. But yeah, fucking creepy. I never read the book.
Me either.
But
Ken Kesey.
yeah.
I started it. I used to work at a bookstore, and I
I
would
don't
just
know how
start-
to read.
Yeah, I know. We keep
Stop
rubbing in all these words in
Bringing
Taylor's
it
faces.
up.
Taylor's faces? Fuck. Taylor, please go.
Faces.
I think that us going this direction
Thub-tumping,
is just
man.
fucking me up, man.
So is he going next?
Yes.
Or is it me?
Me,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tub thump.
What number are we on?
2.
It's me.
Yeah, it's fucking confusing. We're not
what
doing
you-
this again,
all right.
Look
Thomas.
what you did.
Look what you did. You fucked it up. We
Are
had
you
a good,
happy?
We had
Try
a
to
good.
shake
We had a
the-
good feng
shake
shui
up
going
The
on.
tits a little bit.
Trying to shake up all 4 tits. Taylor,
Shaking
go.
your tits. I just thought of one right now, bringing up lobotomy, and it is Tony Perkis from Heavyweights.
Get the fuck out of here! How did you remember that? That's one of mine.
I just.
How did you? Oh, is that what you were googling right now? That's
Yeah,
like
I was like-
frantically
it was like,
googling.
this is-
Wait, what does
Perkis, I need to
lobotomy
remember.
have to do with anything?
When Goldberg
Goldberg
comes
comes back, yeah.
and he's doing the lobotomy thing, and he says, "I like the lobotomy thing
Yeah.
personally a little
Yeah.
bit better."
That's
and
hilarious.
it just popped in there.
Wow, no, but that is a fucking
It's like
fantastic,
like the best
evil.
villain ever.
If
ever.
Well,
you
it's a stretch.
if you
Ever.
guys
It's funny.
it's funny.
if you haven't seen Heavyweights, Ben Stiller's
If you haven't seen
character-
Heavyweights, you might misremember the title as Fat Camp and or Fat Kids.
It's the
that's-
same character in
Mandela.
Dodgeball.
Yeah,
He basically repurposed the character,
Yeah.
but Tony
the-
Perkis. The Perkis
it's in the
system.
same universe.
Yeah.
It's in the
he's a
Heavyweights
great.
universe.
He's also a great villain in Happy Gilmore. He's
Tony
like,
Perkis?
oh, shut your or
He's at the retirement
warm
home.
glass of milk.
Oh yeah,
You're in my world
warm
now,
glass
Grandma.
of shut the hell up or something.
But so yeah, maybe people don't know Heavyweights.
Heavyweights is a movie where a kid gets is forced to go to a fat camp, and the fat camp midway through gets taken over by a fitness instructor played by Ben Stiller,
and all
Right.
the fun is taken
and
out
all
of
the
it.
fun, happy stuff
They
gets
pop
taken
the
away.
blob.
They killed the blob.
They killed the
killed the
blob,
blob.
They
which is
dismantled the go-karts.
dismantled the go-karts. The blob is a big floaty thing.
And so all the kids kind of rebel against this guy. Hijinks ensue. They win stuff.
It's a great movie.
It's a great. I'm really
It's
selling it short.
Judd Apatow, Paul Feig.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Go watch it.
My favorite Tony Perkis quote is,
Oh man, you have quotes. I just thought of it.
Damn.
lunch is canceled due to lack of hustle.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
That's great.
He's like, he's in the cage and he has like the little Snickers bar. And
Yeah.
he's like, "You've been such a good."
little
No,
British
he took
boy.
like a foil and he's
Yeah.
like making a
Oh,
Hershey's
yeah,
kiss.
yeah.
He's like, "You want the kiss?"
You want the kiss? He's like, "You've been such a good guard. I want to give you this Hershey's kiss for your hard work." He's evil in that
Yeah.
movie.
Well, because
He's-
he's a loser with a skinny wiener.
He is a loser with a skinny wiener.
There's
Yeah,
a lot-
but then at the end he like, snaps and really loses it, and then
Yeah.
he kind of lunges after what's the fucking kid's name?
Keenan,
Peter?
Josh.
Kel.
Gerald.
Gerald. Oh, yeah.
Gerald Garner.
That's the character's
Yeah,
name.
Jerry. Captain.
Yeah.
Make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
But then he goes at the end, and then Jeffrey Tambor like punches him in the stomach.
Yeah. Father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Ben Stiller like kicks his ass. And you're like, yeah. And then Ben Stiller's like his last the villain at the end always has his last moment.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was, damn, I fucking stole another one from you.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe we should start discussing our choices.
Never.
No, why would you do that? I have extras. It's all right.
Do you have any other quotes?
Yeah.
Because Talon prepared a lot more
Yeah.
than you just being like, I remember one.
I just thought it was better than some of the other ones I had. Todd didn't go over very well, so I figured we're going to try and step it up a little bit.
This is, "You've been a good guard, Nicholas. Fair and strong. I want to reward you with this chocolate kiss."
Nicholas was like the boy from England or whatever.
yeah.
Little British boy. Thanks, British boy.
Did you ever hear the story of Icarus, who continually rolled the ball up the hill, but when he got too close, the ball melted in the heat of the sun? You're all like
Just
Icarus.
messing up those.
He makes him
Greek
go on
mythologies.
this like death march. Oh yeah, that's not Icarus, right? Icarus flew.
Come
Icarus
to the
flew
sun.
and then Sisyphus pushed the ball.
That's it.
Come here, you devil log.
I like that you're whispering these. Come
All
here,
you
devil
need is
dog.
Mother Earth, Father Sky, and your dear Uncle Tony.
Creepy.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Talman, number 2.
Yes.
Yes. Now that I have to, all right, I'm gonna do this one. Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Anton Chigurh.
Anton. Yeah, I just put Anton. Fucking creepy.
Yeah.
And I know that the idea of the movie is like a traditional Western like base for the movie. Like there's the cowboy, like the
Yeah.
happy-go-lucky kind of cowboy character that finds
I wouldn't say happy.
not.
go lucky.
I mean, not
that does not
really.
describe Josh
I'm
Brolin's
trying
character.
to. I'm trying to like bring it back to like the stock.
Yeah.
It's totally a
Cowboy.
western.
Archetypes, yeah.
It's a western.
It is a Western.
So
yeah.
the archetype, yeah, he's like the cowboy that finds the money and changes his life, right? And then there's Tommy Lee Jones, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the sheriff who is trying to figure out.
Tommy Lee Jones, like greatest sheriff of all time.
Killed it.
By the way,
That fucking movie is so
he's just
good.
Always a cop, like sheriff or
Law enforcement. Definitely
Right.
law enforcement.
just like in Fugitive and the other one that was after
Marshals.
Yeah.
Coen brothers, though, man, they
Yeah.
really fucking nailed it with this villain. Though he has like no emotions and just his like
Well, he
His weapon too is so.
yeah, just
the air, the
weapon.
pressure,
Yeah.
air pressure thing.
Like,
What's the
so-
actor's name again?
Javier Bardem.
Javier
Yeah.
Bardem. He was an actor before them, but that was the first. I think he's a Spanish actor. Maybe
yeah,
that was the
big
first. That was like
breakout
his
American
big,
role.
Like that's what they know him as.
with
Like
his bowl cut.
with this like weird bowl cut and a fucking pneumatic fucking air pressure thing
Yeah.
that was like,
And the whole
kind of a
flipping the
brilliant
coin.
what is that?
Well, yeah, it's like silent, and it's a total like you think about him
There's no
killing
bullet.
people.
Yeah.
Well, he's killing people with the thing that they kill cattle with, so it's like he has no regard for human life whatsoever.
Yeah.
That Yeah.
And
But I mean, those
Especially
are,
you're talking about the coin flip or whatever.
Yeah.
the coin flip, he has like these weird rules of like of a villain, like a Two-Face kind of thing, and then like the scene where he's like going up to the door and he's like slowly doing the pneumatic thing on the, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh no, he's gonna kill somebody again, because he like freaking just shoots the thing in the dude's forehead at the car, and you're like, don't even. I mean, I'm giving away a lot of stuff. You got to see this fucking movie.
go see it. Yeah.
It's so good. But his character is so like thoroughly like sociopathic and creepy and just has no emotion. Like is inhuman.
But
He's
he
inhuman.
follows a code though. The coin flip shows that he's not
Right.
just
Yeah.
like some crazy murderer. He
You
got
don't
hired as a contract killer for a
Well,
job
yeah,
to
that's
retrieve
part
money,
of it.
and he's not killing people willy nilly. He's killing people in order to advance his end. Like he kills a bunch of people, but it's like, oh, I need to
But
kill
does
this
he-
guy to get a car. I need to kill this guy to get this.
But
I
does
need-
he need to kill the person in the gas station? I know he leaves it, but he's leaving it up to chance. Like,
Yeah.
That he
he's
doesn't
there's
kill
he,
that
there's
guy
a there's a no, he doesn't. But there's
because he called it right.
yeah. But I guess he's giving the person a chance.
Yeah.
Right. So there's like you have a little faith in the guy, but his whole demeanor and it's just like has no like the driving scene where he's just chewing on gum and he's just like he nailed it. It's just so creepy, so fucking creepy, and like you want I don't know. It's just such a killer freaking awesome story. I don't want to.
A lot of people
I
had
don't want to
problems with the ending, but I didn't mind it
It's fucking awesome. It's not
because it ends
what
with
you
Tommy Lee
expect.
Jones's kind of like kind of dialogue.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well.
It wasn't like a storybook ending. It
yeah,
wasn't like
and then,
wrapped up.
And then it's the
It's like an
That's credits.
open-ended
Right,
thing,
yeah.
and
Monologue.
wife.
Yeah, you don't know what happened to the wife.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that movie a lot. I like the
The movie was
Coen
great.
Brothers.
I only saw it maybe a couple years ago. It was one of those movies
really?
that like I hadn't seen. I was like, I need to see it, and I finally was like,
That movie came out.
must see this. Finally,
Yeah.
I sat down and watched it. So
That movie came out the same time around There Will Be Blood, and they also were shot in like opposing valleys in the same part
Really?
of New Mexico.
yeah,
Really?
They came out. There was like two great movies.
yeah.
Oh shit, mine again. God damn it.
Number 3.
Yes, number 3. Number 3, T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Ah, shit.
Is that on your list?
No, that's great.
Yes. This movie,
Thought about
that
this
guy, fucking, he's freaky. He didn't say anything. He didn't speak. It wasn't like
No, and he
Similar
walked
to the-
fast.
similar to the. It was
he did
he
walk.
he did
walk
he
very
ran fast. And I think that encouraged me to try to like maybe I'll swing my arms really violently to run
that'll help.
faster.
Yeah.
That did not work.
No,
He
movie
just
magic.
the movie at the time, special effects wise, was fucking amazing. He was like liquid metal, and he'd like push his finger out, poke through someone's eyeball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd like walk through metal bars
How
and
did
shit.
Have you watched it recently?
How are you gonna
with
beat
the
that shit?
CGI?
I think I watched it maybe like 10 years ago.
Okay, yeah, I watched it a couple years ago. It was on one
They,
of the movie
like,
channels.
redid
Not
it.
good or what?
No, it's the shit.
Kind of
Okay.
campy
This
though.
the CGI, you know.
Still, yeah.
But it's,
mean-
it's still so fucking good.
And I
I love that.
don't know
love that
why
movie.
I was here, but I was in the Central Valley, like I think in Modesto, and it was like me and my mom, and like she was like, "Oh, well, let's go watch Terminator 2," and I was like single digit because I think the movie came out in '92, so I would have been like 7 or 8 or something. And we watched it, and I think it was like this guy was like such a dick, like, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
why is this guy like trying to murder a child?
Relentless.
Relentlessly pursuing him with his like knife fingers, and it was I was so like happy when he died
Yeah.
because
yeah.
I remember like again I watched it in theaters when Schwarzenegger went down, like it crushed in that thing, like everyone in the audience collectively was like, oh
yeah. Like,
oh no like fucking everyone in the audience, there was like a visceral reaction, like
what
an
are they gonna
audible
do?
reaction. Yeah, exactly. And then like he comes around, he like goes up that like weird like gear cog and shoots him with that like thump grenade and explodes, and everyone's like, yeah, everyone screams.
Wow.
Everyone's screaming in the
That's
audience.
awesome.
And I was like, what?
like a-
You
It's
can
that-
make You
That
can make
part-
noise in movies.
That was like
Yeah,
snakes on the plane, like
God,
reactions.
Yeah, but everyone wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
Everyone
there
was
were
sober.
More than 12 people in the movie
Yeah,
theater.
it was a packed. It was like it must have been opening weekend because I remember I was shoulder to shoulder with people,
Yeah.
and everyone
Is
was
that
like
when he gets the hole
freaking out.
blown in him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he like folds over, and it's
Yeah.
like all lumped. And that was like at the time, that's like
Yeah, that was the
that
part.
man died.
That man is
Di-
not
he's a
alive.
died. He's a died guy. He died.
And how the fuck are you gonna ever beat somebody that can just flop back together and
Exactly.
just like molten back?
But he fucking keeps fucking. He blew him up
How
and then
does
kicks
he?
him
How
out.
does he kill him?
He shoots him with that grenade launcher and then kicks him into the
Right.
thing, and then
Yeah.
he has to kill himself in order to let the boy live in peace for hopefully a better future,
Yep.
one not
Kills
ruled
himself?
by Skynet.
Yeah, he jumps into the thing afterwards, right?
He
Why?
lowers himself slowly, so
that's
you have
it,
time
yeah.
to cry the whole
Yeah,
time,
uh-huh.
and then he gives a thumbs up.
Yeah,
as
he does the
before he
thumbs up,
melts,
right? Yeah.
and then he melts, and everyone's
does
like,
thumbs.
and again,
Wow.
the audience, oh, just sad.
But then he came back and made a bunch of other ones, and then Christian
Wow.
Bale came around and yelled at people. And
Yeah, well,
the kid, the kid who played, what's his name? Fucking was great.
yeah,
Who was-
great actor.
Can't remember his name, but he was also in Detroit Rock City. But
Taylor, number
Tooth.
3.
this is hard. Is what we're gonna call our man crush episode. Shits. I'm gonna go with Zool.
Zool.
There is
Zool
no
from
Dana.
the
There's
Ghost,
only Zool.
Ghostbusters.
But
Yeah.
who is Zool? Is he like dog thing or what?
He's an interdimensional being.
He's just a
He
ghost.
Takes
in the
many
painting.
different forms, and that's why it's great because he embodies Sigourney, or
Yeah, he did. He made her hump
just
the
Zool.
guy.
I don't know if he has a sex, and then it's the woman. I guess maybe that's Zool's true form, right?
Sigourney's beaver.
Is the woman with the flat top flap? You say beaver, I say flap. Shits is getting
She's the one with the flap top.
flap tot.
Hashtag flap top.
Hey,
Flap top. Aim
you
for the
seen-
flap top.
have you seen Sigourney's beaver? She's the one with the flap top.
Fuck, that totally derailed me.
Zool.
okay?
But then,
Who's the gatekeeper?
But then like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Is he
But-
Zool?
No, I think it was
it's this,
one
the
of the
Destructor.
yeah, the powers of the Conjuring of Zool.
Right, but it's just all of these. I don't know. It's just one of my
the
favorite movies,
ghosts.
and
We're just looking for a way to fucking talk
To
about either
talk
Bill
about
Murray or Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, I'll just bring it up as many times as I can. But it really is a awesome. The movie's the shit.
It's a good
and
villain
It's a great villain.
because he's like multiple different things. He's
I
a
don't
dog.
even. Well, it's a she, right? Is it?
I think it's a
Zool?
she because it
At the
takes
end,
over
I mean-
Sigourney Weaver.
Well, no.
No.
At the very end, when they're on
It's
top
the
of
dude in the painting.
No, that's Vigo. That's number
Oh.
2.
You know way too much about this.
Number 1. And then
Vigo?
yeah.
So who's boning Dan Aykroyd? Zool or Vigo?
No one's boning Dan Aykroyd.
No.
I don't think anybody in history has boned Dan Aykroyd.
No. Nope. No.
Wait, no, Sigourney. Fuck, it was, whatever. These movies are dumb.
I tell you about Rick Moranis, the gatekeeper,
That's Janine.
Yes.
the key holder. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
well,
the second one.
And I
This is
seem to
getting
remember
ridiculous.
a fucking ghost raping somebody in that movie.
what movie are you
Oh well,
watching?
there's a ghost.
I wanna watch it.
That's just a montage where a
Oh,
ghost
that
is
is
having
Dan
sex with
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
And his
Yeah.
eyes go crossed and his
Yeah.
belt goes open. I remember seeing that as a little kid and I was like, what?
yeah, you gotta blow away
I'm
from a ghost.
feeling something.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Ooh."
Jesus Christ! What's your number 3?
Have you seen,
Fuck.
have you seen Sigourney's Beaver? My number 3 is something totally different because I had to choose a different one because you took Tony Perkis.
You want? You can take one off of my list. We can
no.
just cut
No.
Zool,
No.
and I could do a different one off of my list.
we'll cut it and you'll just say mine's Zool, and then we'll go Talman's
Yeah,
number
Have
we
three.
you
should.
seen the
No, that was good.
original Psycho, you guys?
Norman Bates.
Yeah, a long time
Norman
ago.
Bates was an alternative of mine because you don't know what's going on. And
No, that's one that like because it's so old, like it's just like in popular like the zeitgeist of humanity, where like that's like a spoiler, like it's an instant spoiler as soon as you're old enough to know about anything old.
yeah, but I saw that movie without knowing that.
Oh, shit, really?
I swear to God, yeah. This was like when I was super young, and like that freaked me out, dude.
Wait, are you talking about the original or
Original
the
Psycho.
one with tall guy
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn?
No,
forgot they did that.
no. I never even saw that one. The remake. I'm talking about
It's
the
a
hit.
shot-for-shot remake done by Gus Van Sant.
Really?
Was it really a shot
Shot
for
for
shot?
shot.
That's so weird. Why would they do that?
Because he's Gus Van Sant.
Yeah.
Is he wait, who's the
Elephant. He did Elephant. He did Milk. He did Last Days. He did.
No, I'm who's the main character in the new Psycho?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. So he's the Norman Bates?
Yeah.
That's such a weird casting.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it did very well.
It didn't because I watched it in theaters and there's like him like audibly jerking off in the new one. I was like, this is gross. They didn't show
That's
this in the
fucking
fucking
weird.
old one.
But
That's the only added scene. It's shot for shot
yeah.
except
I
him
think-
just like a full 3 minutes of him jerking.
You think
it.
that's how he pitched it?
I think
And they're like, yeah, the same guy from Marcy's Playground was like, let's do it. I don't like it.
kids like that. Huh?
Mr. MTV or what?
Yeah.
But I think just like you with it, I saw Psycho. I saw Psycho when I was like really young.
Too young.
Too young. And this was like around the same time my dad used to watch Outer Limits, man, and that shit used to freak me out too. And
The
I used
fucking
to,
darker
I used to-
Twilight Zone.
oh, it's such a cool show though.
I don't think I, don't
I
know if I've
I
ever
get like
seen
weird
Outer Limits.
feelings thinking about
Yeah.
Outer Limits right now, but it freaked me out like a bunch
I'm
of alien
feeling
shit,
something.
bunch of alien shit, and like we would also watch Mystery Science Theater at the same time. But at the same time in my life, like I saw Psycho. And like the twist at the end, if you don't know the fucking twist of Psycho,
You can spoil it. Doesn't matter.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know where you've been, but Norman Bates is like a character that they build up in the Hitchcock version. They build him up as this like really sweet kid, and like it was a gnarly reaction that I had to the last scene where it's like this motherfucker's been killing everybody. Like,
well, they finally get up into the house and they finally get up to the stairs and there's like a reveal where you see like a woman in a rocker like facing away from the camera. They flip her around. It's like a fucking
dead body.
person, and the whole movie you're led to believe that it's a woman murdering these people because of like the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see the figure's face, and it's where the person Norman Bates is wearing a wig, so you're thinking it's a woman the entire time. And then you turn it around, it's like, oh no, this woman's dead. And then like Norman Bates runs up the stairs and he goes like, ah! He like screams like a woman.
It's gnarly. Looking.
It is kind of freaky,
it
that
on
yell.
TV. I watched it on TV like not too long ago. Like rewatched it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's actually really funny." I had to rewind it because like that scene is like the makeup on like the dead like lady or whatever is so bad, and then he's like, like with a wig on, and it's
Yeah.
just really comical.
But like you have to
as
like
a
that's
kid-
time and as a kid, and also
Oh
the
my
time and
God.
place when that movie came out in like the
The shower scene though is gnarly.
Yeah.
Still to this day is super creepy.
yeah,
the shower
Hitchcock was
scene.
fucking really great with like cuts and edits and shit to like make
Yeah.
it seem like that was entering the
But
blade
that-
was
Because
entering
he
someone.
studied film in Germany.
Oh, of course.
But that movie really freaked me out because
That movie still, like I said, it's one of those movies where there's still parts where I can think about it and get kind of like, ugh, that's like scary. That's weird.
the actor was really good at convincing you that it wasn't him killing people. Though I remember that, like I vividly remember that being a kid. I was like, "Who is this murderer? Like, what the fuck? Like his mom is like killing all these people. Like
Yeah.
this guy's got to cover it up and all this shit." And then you find out that it's him, and you're like, "You motherfucker!" Like I remember, like I was like, "This bastard convinced me."
Yeah, but I mean, think about it at the time. It was
Oh, it was probably really crazy, freaking.
fucking blew people's fucking
yeah.
minds.
Oh no, that I would just wish I could. That's like kind of like weird time machine things, like time machine wishes. Like I wish I could like go back in time to experience like certain movies
Yeah.
with crowds. Like
It was
what?
probably like a Fight Club moment,
Yeah, it's like whoa.
or like Two Girls, One Cup.
Made in
God damn it! I don't want to
1960.
remember that.
Everybody started
You brought that
puking.
shit up.
No,
And I don't
no
wanna-
one wants
I
to
don't-
relive that.
I don't want to remember that too.
I do.
Thanks a lot.
But it was like the wholesome '60s, like before. I mean, there was no like horror movie like that in 1960
No.
for sure.
Not at all.
But yeah, that was one of my alternatives.
You feel real sad that Taylor stole another one of yours.
I just didn't think anybody would pick Tony Perkins.
I didn't think anybody else would
Heavyweights.
either. And if I would have known you prepared, I would have not done it. Because now I'm angry I did Zool and Todd.
Taylor's just like
I'm not having a good time.
so down on himself.
I got some other ones that are better. You know.
Well, pick 'em, talk about them.
Yeah.
My honorable mentions are again, I have like a lot of horror ones because I watched a lot of horror movies and
Yeah,
still do.
you're like that guy.
I'm that guy. Leatherface. The ending
good.
of that when she finally escapes and he's just like swinging his chainsaw on the road, just like doesn't care because he's that fucking just unhinged as a person, just like, whoa!
Like, whatever.
That part. I remember watching that very late at night and I was like, I don't like this.
Did I watch Ed Gein with you?
You did.
I just got this flashback of
Oh,
this guy.
and we also watched Teeth.
Teen Tyler. All these weird horror movies.
I
with you.
love fucking
So
horror
Leatherface
movies.
is based on a killer named Ed Gein,
Yeah.
and we watched like the biopic version of it, like the B movie called Ed Gein, thinking it was going to be really cool. And there is a point in that movie where this motherfucker nails a vagina to a board and dances around, and we're like, we're done. We're like, we're like, movie's over.
No.
You can't get any better than this. Like, this is.
I'm pretty sure we rented it and we're like, stop. We don't need to watch anymore.
Like, this is the end
Next
of the movie.
Next
Like,
movie.
This dude is dancing
move on.
around a campfire with a vagina nailed to a board.
Also, I had to pick one that I don't think anyone in this room has watched this movie, but it's a great movie. You should watch it. It's called 13 Assassins. It's a remake of the 1963 film of the same title, same story.
With Tom Cruise, where he's a ninja.
No, again, that's Last Samurai. So the premise of 13
my bad.
Assassins.
Fifth time that movie's
My
come
bad.
up.
I
on
know.
our show.
God damn it.
My bad. You know.
There's
a good film.
There's like a guy named, the bad guy is named Lord Matsudaira Akashi.
Yeah.
He is like this kind of sociopathic murderer who is like high up in like a feudal Japan society.
Is this a Kurosawa?
No, this is a Takeshi Miike movie.
Oh, Gozu guy.
Gozu, and also Audition.
Yes. Ooh, yes.
She should have been fucking the villain.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this guy, he's just like
Yuck.
like he's like raping, killing, and murdering,
I want to
and
say
torturing a bunch of people.
Started watching that movie with you once, and I was probably hammered. And
Oh yeah.
I still have it. I think I watched it once with all of us, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not watching this again.
yeah,
It's really, 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 really hard to watch.
I want to watch that tomorrow. Actually,
It's
Yeah.
really
I'm gonna
hard
watch
to
it.
watch.
You got the day yourself?
I got
No kids are gonna be
yo,
here.
No,
It's
no
like-
one's gonna be here. I'm gonna watch it. But anyways, this guy,
I'm gonna have some time by
Yeah.
myself. I gotta watch some of your fucked up movies.
I'll
Tyler.
send
Yeah.
I'll send him your way.
Send me home some homework.
But this guy,
Get me fucked up.
he rapes, tortures, and murders the citizens at will, and he's going to ascend to a higher position within the Edo period of like the samurai Tokugawa culture of Japan. And then 13 samurai are like, we have to like kill this dude, and that's like super against the code of the samurai to like to do that. That's like terrible. So they realize it's a suicide mission. They like set up this huge fucking trap. They're like this movie was only for $6 million, but the budget's $6 million, but it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then it's like a 2-hour movie. The first half is set up. The second half is just like slaughter and fucking chaos, and it's fucking really great.
cool. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow too.
Watch 13 Assassins
Maybe we
tomorrow
should
on
just all
Netflix.
just come over here and
Let's
watch
just
13.
hang out. We'll hang out in this hot bunker and watch that movie. But it's good because the guy gets comeuppance. Spoiler alert: he gets comeuppance,
Yeah.
but it's so satisfying. His fucking comeuppance. It's like
Awesome.
fuck yes, because he's such a terrible person.
Yeah.
All right, that's my. That's it. I'm done.
You have some good shit on your list.
know.
I'm looking at your list,
Yeah,
man.
I
didn't even think of number 2
I
on
was
that.
trying to be funny, and it just didn't work. That's what
Number
happens when you
2.
try to be funny. Ramsey from
Game of Thrones.
like he's just
He's the fucking worst.
He's awful.
That guy cut off a dude's dong and
Yeah.
mailed it to his dad. I mean, you don't get any worse than that. That's fucking
When you said
villainy.
Ramsey, I thought you were talking about Nacho Libre. Because Ramsey is not dancing, he does not dance at the party. Ba, 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 ba.
I don't remember that. I have.
You don't like Nacho Libre?
No, I do. I just haven't seen it in 10 years.
I tried to watch that with my daughter recently, and she was not into
She
it.
didn't like the stretchy pants. And then I have Bowser. Cobra Kai, just a collective enemy.
Todd.
Todd, Mr. Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
And I have Vigo, number 2, Ghostbusters.
Vigo.
And then I have Trump, the real life villain. And that's not to get political, but like,
I knew someone was going to bring it up.
but he's really good at it. Like
Yeah, he plays that macho,
he just wants to make Democrats angry and undo everything Obama did, and he is doing it. he's really good at it. And Sarah Huckabee Sanders, she is great at her job. She is really good. Wow. She is.
She doesn't get to eat at chicken houses though. They kick her out. Boom, you're out of here.
Don't go to a Virginia chicken house. You're banned from all the chain Virginia chicken house.
End political rant. I'm just actually kind of giving him credit. I mean, he's really good at it.
I think it was the mistake of the public to feed into. It's like Snakes on the Plane, where they made not Snakes on the Plane. It's like Sharknado, the first one, where they made this movie and everyone was like, "This movie's dog shit. Let's laugh at it." And then it gained popularity, and now there's like 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're like, "No."
Are you trying to say there's going to be 8 terms?
Hey, with Justice Kennedy coming out, we're gonna get another boo dog shit boo doo doo.
Oh, I just thought of one. Sorry,
It's a perfect.
started to pass out for a second out of depression. Handmaid's Tale. The weather. Fucking damn it, The Family. In that, I've been binging it with my wife.
Yeah,
it's a hard one to watch, man.
It's
I come
rough,
into
but
it.
it's a really great story. It's a really pretty show.
It's pretty like
It's fucking heartbreaking.
telling of the times too, or it's like pretty
it's allegorical.
yeah.
It's fucked up.
The
It's great,
Sharknado
though. It's a
of
good story.
presidency.
Talman,
What? Bad guys?
last bad guys.
The guy from Halloween, Michael Myers.
See, I thought of those. but
Austin Powers.
I thought of Dr.
yeah,
Evil.
baby,
Wayne's.
yeah.
Wayne's
Dr.
Of
Evil.
Worlds. Wayne's of Worlds.
Wayne's of Worlds. Yeah, I didn't want to go into like the
like Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees.
The pie from Dude Fuck a Pie.
Dude, fucking pie.
the pie is
Arguably,
the bad guy?
that was
Yeah,
that was,
he fucked him up, dude.
The pie is the hero.
well, okay, in the
is the
first
dick the
first
hero?
cut of that movie, the pie is very anti-Semitic. It's saying a lot of terrible racial slanders,
And it has teeth.
and then that guy's like, hey, I'm gonna fuck that pie. I'm gonna fuck that pie quiet. And it's like he does.
Looks like that bit's getting cut out.
I'm keeping it in, baby.
Do it.
Hey, watch that movie. That guy fuck a pie quiet.
Fuck a pie quiet.
I
Dude
got
Fuck
it.
a Pie quiet.
Okay, baby. Bye bye.
Oh, boy.
Dude, fuck a pie.
Thank you all for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the show. What are your 3 for this week's list? We'd love to hear them. Go to our Facebook and let us know what yours are. If you have an idea for an episode, share it with us. If we like it, we'll use it in an upcoming episode. If we do choose your idea, we'll give you a shout out and also read your top 3 list on air. That's right, you could be a part of the show too. I don't want to spend time listing all the social platforms we're on, but we're on a lot. Go to our website, slightlylisting.com, scroll down to the bottom, and click on the respective links. While you're there, check out the episode extras, which feature links, pics, and anything else we couldn't really express through audio. Thanks again for listening. Bye-bye.